Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to the closing webinar of 2023 Reply Cybersecurity Challenge. Wow, 24 hours passed just like that. We were right here 24 hours ago yesterday discussing with you and getting all of you excited to start playing the challenge, and now we are here 15 minutes before the challenge actually officially ends. Hopefully, all of you, maybe some of you are still playing. We always get a lot of flags submitted towards the end of the challenge, but hopefully you all had a great time while playing the challenge. And also, I hope that you gave it your best. After all, we talked a little bit about our boy yesterday and, his journey. And this time in the 6th edition, our boy was crusading in the digital realms, and definitely looking forward to your support. And we saw tons of flags being submitted, so you did great. So congratulations to all of you. I'm Manu, as usual, joining 24 hours later from the same beautiful office, reply office here in Milan. And today we have about, I would say, 15 minutes before the challenge officially ends. And we will go together, so again, some important things, because the challenge is over, you're done playing, but it is not officially over. After this 24 hours are over, you would need to submit write-up files. We will talk more about that with our experts. Few of our experts who will join us today once again. We will also talk about the leaderboard. So we have frozen the leaderboard half an hour before, and we will take a look at it with our experts together so that you get a bit of clue what was happening, and then the challenge will officially end, and then we will see if there are any changes, if there are some new winners emerging in that temporary leaderboard. I would now ask the control room to, let's go through some of the timelines and remind everybody. Thank you so much. So today is 14th of October and 7:30 p.m. CEST. We will officially end the challenge, which means that you will not be able to submit any more flags in about 13 minutes, 12 minutes from now. But it is important to listen to our experts today and to know what to do, what are the next steps in terms of the write-up files. And then in about 10 days, our Keen Minds team, you met a couple of them yesterday, you learned about their journey, will come back to you, and this will be the final leaderboard. They will announce the winner and they will announce the final leaderboard. Now, before we again start talking to them, I would like to talk a little bit about the prizes, because it is about the glory, but it is also about the prizes. So what prizes do we have? Again, let me request my control room, as usual, reading my mind. Gaming laptop for the first place for each of the team members. Then we have the Beat Studio Pro, again for each team member, and the Razer gaming keyboard for the 3rd place. So I know that all of you are trying hard. I know that we saw so many flags being submitted, and in the next 10 minutes, maybe we have tons more. But if you are ultimately emerging as the winners, you will be receiving these prizes from us as well. But that's not all. We also have, as usual, we always have fun things to do. So today we will also play some games together, and if you're able to win something over there, guess it correctly, I would say you will get wonderful prizes like the super cool Reply Cybersecurity 2023 t-shirt. So stay with us, play with us, give us a quick hi. Like I said yesterday, don't be shy, give us a quick hi. We always want to know, once again, where you're from, where you are, which country you're coming from, where you're joining us from. So we are always happy to interact with our diverse community. So with that, I would like to go to one of our experts, actually, Gasper, who's joining us today. And I would really like to start with the write-up files, Gasper, because this is definitely the next most important step for the people who appear on the dashboard. So could you, on the leaderboard, so could you tell us a little bit more about the write-up files? I know that we...
Okay.
And now I hear you loud and
Okay.
clear. Perfect.
Sorry. Hello again to everyone connected. So yes, teams have 24 hours in order to submit the write-up. So they need to write the code or an explanation or the solution in order to check if their solution is corrected, is in the intended way. So the first teams in the leaderboard, we will ask after the end of competition to submit on the platform the write-ups, and we will check with the Keen Minds in order to ensure that everything is moving correctly.
Exactly. So I think it's quite important, what I understand from what you're saying, Gaspare, that it is important to be smart and careful while you are actually writing your write-up files as well, because it is not just about submitting those flags. You know, our Keen Minds team put in a lot of passion and a lot of expertise in building these challenges, so you will not be able to let go so easily. They will thoroughly observe your write-up file. So please put some effort into this if you want a real shot at the glory and the prizes. So definitely something to keep in mind. Take Gaspar's suggestion and pay attention to those files. Another expert who is joining us today is Ricardo. He was also with us yesterday, just like Gaspare. And because it is over the years, our experts observe these challenges, they build these challenges, and I'm sure that over the years they noticed some trends, some new things popping up. So I would like to go to Ricardo and ask him, how was the experience in this challenge, Ricardo? And did you notice something new, something special, or was it a trend that repeated itself compared to the previous challenges?
So first of all, hello everybody, and going to your question, yes, I think this is the first year. I was here in 2018 in the first edition of the CTF, and from what I remember, I think it's the first year that they managed to not just one team, but if you sum up all the teams, it's the first year, but all the challenges have been completed at least once before the end of the CTF. So I think this is good, at least for us, because it means since we put a good amount of time and effort, and of course it's something that we like, but it still takes time, and you have to struggle sometimes to find some bugs and fix some things, especially when you talk about vulnerabilities, but because maybe you can introduce something that you don't want, so they solve it in a way that you don't like it, but you didn't expect. So you have to put a lot of focus and spend a lot of time testing and debugging. So it's nice when they solve it, because you spend so much time, and if at the end of the day nobody managed to solve it, you, at least for me, you go home a bit sad. But this is the first year that they managed to solve every challenge, so it's cool. And
Yeah, absolutely.
three teams almost finished all of them.
Wow. Wow, that's
So
amazing news. And we
they
definitely
just
don't
need
want
to complete one.
yes, and we definitely don't want Keen Mind team members going home sad. So I
Yeah,
think
of
it also
course, no.
shows it also shows the evolution of the players, because like we were discussing yesterday, that there are also people joining us for the first time, and that's why they were wondering about the level of how hard the different categories were. But we also have many players playing cybersecurity challenge, like our frequent flyers. So we also see their evolution, and I'm so glad to hear this news that all the problems have been solved once, and hopefully it would be a happy night for our Keen Minds team as well as the players. Now, thank you so much for that, Ricardo. That was good news, I would say. But I also mentioned in the beginning that we did freeze our leaderboard half an hour before. And this is just to give you a perspective. Of course, things can change, and things do change, as we have seen in the previous lives as well, that, last moment submissions really runs the game. So just to give you a perspective on what the temporary frozen leaderboard is looking like right now, I would like to go back and ask help from Gaspare over here to comment on the team temporary leaderboard.
Yes, the leaderboard, I think it's pretty similar to the last year, even for the last 2-3 years, because the top team is a recurring player for our competition. So we are very happy to see that we have a lot of ex-winner in the leaderboard. And I don't want to spoil too much, but this is not the final leaderboard. So there will be some changes after the end. This is because after the leaderboard, teams decide to make what is called, in technical terms, flag hoarding. So they decide to take the flags to not submit until the leaderboard is frozen. And when the leaderboard is frozen, they submit the flags. So in this way, teams are not in the right mindset to solve the challenges, because there is some fear that if you are in the first place, you don't get flags because you feel too happy, so you lose time on challenges. So with these techniques, teams that are in the fourth, fifth positions or not in the leaderboard decide to take the flags and submit after the end, after some minutes after the leaderboard is frozen. So they will jump up, and teams doesn't know how to perform the last minutes. So it's very happy because we see the non-freeze leaderboard, and we see that teams are competing until the last minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we see that every year that, we have a couple of teams on the top, and then when we unfreeze the leaderboard, we see a sudden change because, of course, players are also looking to balance their happiness, and that's why they hoard the flags. And in case you are doing that today, we know that this is your strategy, but we also know that at the end, when we unfreeze the leaderboard 7:30 p.m. CEST, so about in 5-10 minutes from then, we will look at the unfrozen leaderboard once more, and then hopefully we will see some of the teams which is still in the top 5, top 6 jumping up. But as of now, just like last year's, we have Red Rocket, Tower of Hanoi, and Reg the Line in the top 3 positions. So good luck to you guys as well. In case you are also waiting to submit flags, it will only help you and to maintain the top positions. But we definitely look forward to it, and we are all excited and waiting for the next couple of minutes. Now, thank you so much, Kasper. I will come back to you because as we talked yesterday, that it is not the only leaderboard we have. It's not just the team. It's also about the universities. But we will talk about that in just a minute because we also want to have some fun. And we also know that there are so many people who have joined us today, whether it's repliers on Chick Norris TV or people watching the closing webinar on YouTube. If you are joining us, this is the time because we will play a little game. Now, you have 2 minutes until officially the challenge would end. So you would not be able to submit any more flags. And I want you to guess how many flags would have been submitted till 7:30 p.m. CEST. So again, use the chat, guess the numbers, and then we will ensure that we send you this super cool t-shirt which you see of Reply Cybersecurity Challenge 2023. And I think it's really worth to have a little memento of your efforts. Whether you make it to the top or not, you invested 24 hours of your life, put in all your skills, hopefully bettered your skills, learned something new. So please start guessing. Tell us how many flags do you think would have been submitted in the next 2 minutes, just a minute now, till the challenge actually ends, and let's see who actually guesses or comes close to the right amount of flags that have been submitted. Again, we saw tons of flags being submitted. So in the beginning, when I talked about that I was super happy about your help towards our boy, that was definitely based on how we see the evolution of the flag submission. So keep on guessing. If you come close and we have your information, you will be able to send an email to challenges.reply.com. We will send you the super cool t-shirt, and it would be a nice memento for yourself, for your efforts, and for your talent development in the cybersecurity challenge this year. Now, definitely once you're playing the game, I already see tons of people guessing here. 517,000, 1,029, 4,000. Wow, aiming high here, definitely. I'm very tempted to give you hints, but I have learned the skill of, not revealing too much from the Keen Minds team. So I will try to hold my horses because I do know how many flags or about how many flags were submitted. But I will let you guess for a while. I see tons of people guessing, and you can guess more than once. There is no limit to guessing on our chats. So give it a good shot, I would say, and tell us how many flags do you think would be, or now it is 7:30 p.m. CEST, so the challenge has officially ended and you cannot submit the flags anymore. Am I right, Gaspare, in saying that now the challenge has officially ended and no one can submit any more flags?
So the challenges ended like 1 minute ago, so the competition is closed. So compliments to everyone participating this year. So an applause to everyone.
Congratulations, everyone who invested their times and efforts in playing this. We have officially, as you guessed the numbers, closed the challenge, so you cannot submit any more flags. But again, do not forget the next steps. Gasper told us about the next steps. But very quickly, before actually the team's leaderboard is unfrozen and we see the updated results, I would like to go back to the university leaderboard, Gasper, and could you hopefully show us the university leaderboard and comment a little bit on it? Because as far as I remember, we had more than 600 universities participating this year, and they also have super cool prizes for university community areas. So yeah.
So, like the teams, this year we have always the best university in the world, and in particular, the leaderboard this year is completely Italian. So we are very proud of these Italians, but let's not forget about other universities. So, for example, we have the famous ETH University from Zurich, and we have many universities also from other continents. So we have universities from USA, university from Asia, and the university from Oceania, I suppose. So the first leaderboard is composed by the Politecnico di Milano and Politecnico di Torino, and it's very funny because they compete against each other in many competitions. So it's very hard to compete at this level because in the University Students League, it's not enough the best players, but the sum of all the participants. So this year, Politecnico di Milano wants by double points of Politecnico Torino because they have so many participants playing this competition, and the first place goes to Università di Bari Aldo Moro.
Wow, I mean, congratulations to the Italian university for making it at top at this point of time. But again, as you were going through the leaderboard for the universities, you mentioned there are so many different universities from different parts of the world also popping up. And I repeat this every year because it only becomes a more and more favorite topic of mine. And I would like to once again focus on the community because we still have some time since till we unfreeze our team leaderboard. So I would request our control room to just show us the extent, and thank you so much, reading my mind as usual. Again, all the people who are joining us today, you in the last 24 hours were part of this. You were part of this amazing, huge community from all over the globe. And I say it time and again, it is something to take a moment to understand this perspective, because this is which brings all the people globally together. Like, it's your talent, it's your interest, it's your desire to invest your time in further your skill development. So this is quite important to focus on. More than 11,000 registered people, more than 3,000 teams. And we also saw universities being featured from, even if you're not in top 3, like if you are being featured in the top of the leaderboard, it already shows your efforts, and it also shows the efforts of the people, the students who are playing from those universities coming together and, actually making an effort to enter their university name so that all their points could aggregate. And that's why time and again, every year, we remind you, hey, when you are creating your profile, please submit your university names, because it is a huge global community playing this, but then you also have your own local communities existing in your universities where you are developing and helping each other to better your skills, actually. So more than 3,000 teams we had this year from 118 countries. This number only gets better every year. Again, 77% of players were students, but since Ricardo was mentioning earlier that it's quite interesting to see really that all the problems were solved at least once this time, and most of the players who are playing are students, and this shows actually their desire and their evolution as well, that they are growing, they are developing, and they are only getting better at their skills. And we had 23% professionals as well playing this challenge this time. And of course, it's an interesting topic. It is a topic of importance, cybersecurity, as we move on in time. So 65% of Gen Z, this doesn't surprise me at all that they are super interested in ensuring that, they are not vulnerable anymore and they are furthering their skills in this particular topic. So again, we had 65% Gen Z and 35% millennials actually participating in this cybersecurity challenge. As we go on, we will also have other challenges. We request all of you to keep an eye open, because all our challenges are, of course, there are parts where you better your skills. There are parts where you have fun. There are parts where you get the satisfaction of actually solving something. And when you do that, our Keen Minds team, on the other hand, who developed this challenge, as Ricardo was mentioning before, right? They develop it, they put in some effort, they put in some tricks, but they hope that, you see through them, that you put enough efforts and you're able to solve them. So definitely it also is about that, and it's a win-win situation in that case. So I'm so glad that you always come back with the same excitement, with the same, just to play our challenges. And we look forward to interact with you as we go further during the years and come up with other challenges as well. Now, we are still waiting for our leaderboard there, right, Gaspare?
Yeah, I think the leaderboard is out, so we can stream the leaderboard.
All right,
Yeah?
so this is
Yeah.
here, still
We are
temporary,
ready.
everyone. We are ready. This is the time. This is the unfrozen leaderboard. Whoa, still temporary.
So-
Let me remind everybody, but Gaspare, take the stage.
So it's very happy to see once again Wreck the Line to win in second time in a row the competition. So compliments once again to Wetterline. And the second place we see again Red Rocket from Germany. That if I recall correctly, they won the edition 3 years ago. So they are currently both the first and second place in the competition. So for the first place we have Tower of Hanoi from Politecnico di Milan, and the Vol Legion and Naja Firme Chalbayo. Sorry, I don't. Okay, but it's very happy to see that the competition was very hard for the top participants, because they managed to solve all the challenges except one. So
Wow.
excluding the first blood points, they were in the same amount of points. So for this year, the speed and the bonus point make the difference between the first, the second, and the first place. So it was a matter of time, in particular for the last challenges. So remember to submit as fast as possible the challenges for the next edition.
Yeah, and we definitely also talked about this yesterday. I mean, that's my whole game in the opening webinar, to get most of these important tips from our experts, and those are the things which actually make a difference. So congratulations to the winners on this temporary leaderboard. Let me put it like this: Wreck the Line, Red Rocket, and Tower of Hanoi. Congratulations. Let me remind you, because this is quite important. It is important that you take your time, do your write-up files carefully before you send it out, because again, our Keen Minds team will observe them super carefully, and if they are not up to mark, it will not be enough that you have appeared on the temporary leaderboard today. So please put the same amount of skill, the same amount of effort in doing your write-up files, because submissions are done, but the game is not won. So you have to still put in some effort, send your write-up files, and then they will observe it and get back to you, and we will all release the final leaderboard in 10 days. I also want to ask Gaspar, I mean, we played a little fun game now, and since now the challenge has ended, I saw tons of guesses coming up in our chat. Let's reveal the answer, Gaspar. Do you have the answer? How many flags?
Yes, so the number of flags was higher than last year. In particular, it was like 30-40% higher than the last year. So congratulations to all the teams participating. So this means that the participation is increasing over the year. So for this year, the total number of correct and total submission was 3,317 flags submitted to the platform.
Wow.
It was amazing. It's a number tremendous, because they are
Wow.
very, very, very high.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw this trend. We definitely wanted to wait, because we were talking about that at the end there are a lot of submissions. So if you, I see people now typing the exact number which you just said, Gaspare. But to everyone doing that, we will monitor when you have typed your answers out, and then we will give out the prizes to the people who actually guessed it before Gaspare actually mentioned the answer. But it was 3,317, everyone. everyone. Amazing job. Congratulations. I mean, it's all you. It's all the
Congratulations to
players.
everyone.
Yes, congratulations to everyone who played and congratulations to everyone who took the time. Thank you so much. Once again, time and again you do this, so every time it is a happy moment for me when I am doing the closing webinar. Thank you for playing with us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. I hope that you join us in the upcoming challenges. We have multiple coming up from early next year, so we will see each other again and we will join together to help you prepare for those challenges as well. Till then, to everyone, externals, repliers who joined us, played with us, I would say stay happy, stay curious, and keep on learning, everybody. Till I see all of you again, see you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. See you next year.
Bye, everybody.